What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to part 41 of my playthrough for SpongeBob Bikini Bottom on the PlayStation 4. When we last left off, we had completed the final area of Kelp Forest, which was the kelp vines. We talked to Mermaid Man. He challenged us to beat his best time down the kelp vine. And we found Patrick's last sock on the kelp vine, as well as a golden spatula at the end, and we got a golden spatula for beating his time. And then we returned to Mrs. Puff with all the lost campers, and she gave us a golden spatula for that. And now we're back out here and standing in front of the Flying Dutchman's graveyard, the final area of the game before the Plankton and SpongeBob boss fight. But before we get in there, I'd like to thank you all for your continued support of my channel. And if you like these videos that I make, then don't forget to leave a like. And then subscribe to my channel if you haven't already by hitting that subscribe button and then tapping on that notification bell located next to the subscribe button so you always know when I upload videos like this on my channel. And let's get into it. But let me hit R2 for a second. So you'll notice in the top right corner it says I have 50,000 shiny objects, and you're like, wait a minute, that can't be right. In the last part you only had 41,000. Yeah, I did. So I did a little farming of shiny objects in between parts because I need all the shiny objects I can get, because after I beat the Flying Dutchman's graveyard, we gotta go talk to Mr. Krabs, and Mr. Krabs wants a ton of shiny objects. So I need to give him a ton of shiny objects, and I need 40,000 shiny objects to get into the movie theater. So I'm gonna probably do even more farming after this part. But let's head in. As you can see, we only needed 60 shiny object or golden spatulas to get in. We have 73, so we got more than enough. Let's enter the Flying Dutchman's graveyard. Another level that takes place at night in a very creepy part of Bikini Bottom. And the Flying Dutchman, of course, is here.
The graveyard of ships. Somewhere among this haunted mess, a fearsome specter waits.
That fearsome specter being the Flying Dutchman himself.
God, take it! Coming at ya!
As you can see, I've gotten slightly better with using the cruise bubble. I'm still not great with it. Am I keeping you up, Flying Dutchman? You've only been dead for what? 700 years? What do you need to sleep for anymore? You're dead. There's no sleeping for you.
Oh, yes. Who dares disturb the Flying Dutchman?
I do.
It's me, SpongeBob, sir.
I don't need any cookies.
What? You think I'm a Girl Scout? I'm not a Girl Scout, I'm SpongeBob, defender of Bikini Bottom.
But I'm not a Shell Scout.
Look, kid, I'm too disturbed to scare the bejesus out of you right now. Come back later.
You couldn't scare your grandmother.
What's the matter?
It's these darn robots. They've thrown me off my own ship, they have. Being thrown off your own ship is like having your pants pulled down in front of casual acquaintances. It's a sad, sad thing.
A ghost got thrown off of his own ship by robots. But you're non-corporeal. How can they even touch you to throw you off?
Now those robots have got their own pirate ship, and they're blasting away at each other.
Those fiends. Look at that ship they have. How did they even build that?
Is there anything I can do to make you feel better?
Well, now that you mention it, get up to my ship and use the cannons to single-handedly defeat the robot ship. Any questions?
Yeah, I have one. Why aren't you doing this? You're the fearsome flying Dutchman, and you're leaving a sponge to do it for you?
Is that adorable hat available in a size 3?
No, but if you do this, a golden spatula be your booty. Now get going.
Oh, I can definitely do that, Mr. Flying Dutchman.
Have you done everything I told you yet?
Not exactly.
Well, get aloft there and get those robots!
Aye, aye, Captain. Uh-oh. This guy. This guy is super annoying. Ha! That kid just threw a kitchen sink at you. What? I didn't do it. You're blaming me? Come on, the kid did it. Don't look at me. Yeah? Go ahead and do that again. Ow! I can't even touch his bubble. Ah. No! Ah! Not the goo! I fell in the toxic waste. Now I'm gonna grow 7 limbs and 20 eyeballs. Either that or I'll gain superpowers. I hope it's the superpowers. Super Sponge saving the
My little
day!
bubble friend.
Sorry, Mr. Flying Dutchman, I got killed. Let me take care of this. Ugh. Get out of here, you pesky robot! Okay. That's it. Got enough of your crap. No, get back here. Oh, there's a box. We'll need that later. Okay. If you thought that the Kelp Forest first area was
I
big,
love opening presents.
the Flying Dutchman's first area is really big. Oh, look at the creaky noise. This is the graveyard of ships. We're underneath the Bermuda Triangle. Probably. I mean, that's where I'd assume this would be.
There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory.
Alright, here's how we can get a golden spatula. This is pretty hard. Because you gotta turn into a sponge ball, and then a track will form, and you gotta get across the track in the time limit, and there'll be a golden spatula in a metal crate, and the door will be open. You have to get to it before the door closes. And of course, another greedy clam that wants 2,700 shiny objects that I earned. Mr. grabs these shiny objects too, and I keep giving them to these greedy clams instead. Only Sandy could do this. Okay. Now you just gotta hit this button inside this treasure chest, and the toxic waste will rescind for a second. Oh, never mind. We gotta do something else first. Hold on. I forgot we gotta close the hatch on that ship, because that's where all the toxic waste is coming from. Let's see if we can reach it from here. See that target on that ship? Boom, right there. There we go. Now the toxic waste will go down. Now we can do it. I forgot about that slight detail. Okay, now press the button and open the thing. Uh-oh. We got 30 seconds.
Roll the sponge.
Now we only have 22 seconds. Ugh. This No! Okay, that was weird. It bounced me backwards. Was not expecting it. Oh, now where are we gonna be? Now everything's back. No! I'm back at the beginning!
SpongeBob to Mission Control, the morning to go.
That's it. I'm gonna do what I should have done the first time. I'm gonna clear out all the robots and things, and then do it. That way I don't have to worry about anything. That's what I should have done. Instead of being a stupid little sponge. Ugh. And there's a duplicatotron down there. That's not helpful. No! Come back up so you can die by my hand. I've gotten slightly better with using the cruise bubble. I'm still not a fan of it, but I switched it back to non-inverted controls and it seems to work a little bit. Okay. Take 2. This time we're gonna clear out the mess. Now! How did you do that to me? We're almost back up to 50,000 shiny objects. Just like that. We got most of them from defeating that oil robot. Still don't remember his name. I almost forgot. When we're done with the Flying Dustman's Graveyard, we still gotta go back into the police department. Because there's there's the computer thing that shows us all the robots in the game. Oh yeah, do that. Stupid thing. Now those robots are gonna be back, but that's fine, because on the way back we can just get them. No, do not go in there, SpongeBob. I'm not dying again. That toxic waste is bad. Think of the floor is lava game. The floor is toxic waste. Don't go there. What am I running from? Something's chasing me. Something's throwing stuff at me. Stop doing it. Yeah, stay away. This is the biggest pain. I wonder if I can do the whole thing without the sponge ball. Oh. Duh, I gotta click the button first, SpongeBob. That would be helpful to open the gate. Okay. Now sprint. Just get around the corner. Okay. Okay, let's just run the rest of the way. We got it. We got it. Come on. Yes, with a second to spare. That's how we do it the SpongeBob way. Now, I think I remember in the PlayStation 2 version that I got to it with 0 seconds left, and the gate actually began to close on me as I got it. That was almost as close as before. Whew. Good job, SpongeBob. That was a job well done. Now this area may have to be 2 parts because it's pretty long. But we don't know. We'll see. Okay. So as you can see, we got a little puzzle here. Now it was easier to tell what to do in the PlayStation 2 version because there would be tread marks for these big columns so you'd tell where they go. But basically just move that one down and then move this one out because it's useless. And then there you go, you got a wall jump. I'm gonna deal with
Terror
it.
and triplicate.
That's right, terror and triplicates, they're done. Okay. There's a 50 shiny object up there. Let's see if we can get on top of these chandeliers. We cannot. Can we get on top of here? Sort of. Come on, SpongeBob. No! Stop doing that! It doesn't like you being up there. Okay, we'll see what we can do here, SpongeBob. I mean, it should just be as easy as getting on top of that, but no, it doesn't like it. It's like, no, we don't want you to do it that way. Hold on. Is there a way to do it from the back, perhaps? No? I don't get it. Can I just do this? Oh, that's using the old noggin.
I love opening presents.
That's using the old noggin.
Oh, sparkly!
No, you won't.
You just met the Sponginator.
Alright, now we can get another golden spatula down there that we couldn't get before because the goo was in the way. Easy enough. You just get it right here. 75 golden spatulas. That should be a trophy. Yep. Mega Spatula Seeker. Gold trophy for collecting 75 golden spatulas. We only need 25 more. Look at that. We are making real spongy progress here. Whee! Alright, now this one's a lot more difficult because there's so many buttons on these things. So let's see. Like I said, it was a lot easier doing the PlayStation 2 version because you could see the sand treads. So why don't we move that over there. Then we can move that over there. And that over there. That should do it. Okay. There we go, that was pretty easy. Look at this place. We're definitely in the Bermuda Triangle. There's so many boats down here, and it's hard to tell. These must be human boats, because how could these be boats that belong to fish? They're too big. So these are probably human boats that have been shipwrecked down here for who knows how long. This is the guy that was aiming at me from down there. I found you, goon. Yeah. Look, there's a little porthole. Hello. I can see everything from here. Gotta get that mast down. Gotta go get this and hit that. We need Sandy to go get that sock. I think Sandy's at the end of this level somewhere. As you can see by all the Texas lassos. I forgot about the pirate ship. So this is probably going to be 1 or 2 parts. The pirate ship's probably going to be a part. So this could be the first 5-part area. Although, actually, oh no! Oh, how do I get back up from here? Help! I don't have a lasso like Sandy. Can I get over there, maybe? Maybe down here? Okay. Oh, I saved it. I saved it. It's a long trek back to where I was, but I saved it. That could have been so bad. Oh. Man, that was close. I feel like Verbal Ace from cartoon beatbox battles whenever he has to see Thanos or Darkseid or who is it? Pennywise. He's always like, ugh. I get you, man. I get you.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
That was a close one. It's like from SpongeBob Shanghai, where SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward accidentally go on top of the Flying Dutchman's ship, and he imprisons them, but he sends Squidward through the Fly of Despair because he kept trying to like question the Flying Dutchman's methods. But then SpongeBob and Patrick are prisoners. But before Squidward gets banished to the Fly of Despair, SpongeBob and Patrick kept jumping off the ship, and each time they would jump off, they would say, "That was a close one." And then they'd say, "That was a closer one." And then on the third time that he did it, they were like, how come whenever they act up, all they get is the welcome wagon? If you ask me. And then he just like uses his snot, his fire snot, and cooks Squidward like, I don't even know, probably 6 or 7 times. There we go, that should be good. Gotta get rid of this duplicator Tron.
Just my size!
Get out of here! Stop making robots. It's good for farming, but you're making too many, a stupid person. Out of here! Okay, I think this is right. Hit all of them. I think we just gotta press this button to get the mast to come down. Whoa. You see that? There's like explosives on the mast. It blew up. Now we just go on there. Go on there. And then we can go across. There we are. Not too bad. Or not too shabby. If I do say so myself.
I love opening presents.
Doesn't look like there's a sandy bus stop here. I think we're just gonna have to come back as Sandy
Say
later.
hello to my little bubble friend.
I guess we can do that. Do that in the next part. Or we can just come back later. Doesn't really matter to me.
I feel like a new sponge.
Give me that pair of underwear, I need it. There we go. 76 golden spatulas. What a successful part. We found, let's see. We found 3 golden spatulas in one part. That is super success. Excuse me. Anyway, pretty good. We entered the Flying Dutchman's graveyard, which is a graveyard of ships, probably located under the Bermuda Triangle somewhere, if I had to guess. We talked to the Flying Dutchman. He told us that robots took over his ship, and they built their own robot ship and are now launching cannon shots at each other for whatever reason. And we got a golden spatula for getting across, you know, a little plot of land near the toxic waste. We got another golden spatula on the front part of a ship. And then we got another golden spatula for getting to the end of this first section. Now we are missing a sock, but we'll come back as Sandy later and go across those lassos. In the meantime, in the next part, we can head into the graveyard of ships. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below with why you liked it, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next part.